Okay, so what's that one thing that motivated you to learn English language? Like, was there something in particular that made you feel like maybe there's a need to learn this language? What was the importance of this language in your life?
I wish you could have asked this question to me in initial conversation because here I can give you a one word answer. The answer is very simple, and the answer is criticism. Because I think you have remembered, I have shared my journey with you. I started from scratches, from zero. Like I couldn't speak a single sentence in English. I couldn't introduce myself in English. But because of some reason, I started learning this language, and I started learning this language with the help of one application. And that was my first day. And you won't believe there was a guy who humiliated me so badly. What he said exactly, let me tell you, so you can relate. He said, uh, Shiv, the way you are speaking English, somewhere you're doing postmortem of it. It's better to leave and forget about English and quit. That was exactly he said. And you won't believe I was totally awestruck and blank at that point of time, like what he's saying. And I took that criticism in a constructive way, in a positive way. I took that criticism as a challenge and I started choosing it. From there, I started doing practice day and night. I burned myself like a midnight owl. I did practice for 14 to 16 hours every single day for the next 3 months. So that's the only reason which motivated me to embark my journey of being fluent in this language.
So that's truly, truly amazing because honestly, what he said, like that's very brutal thing to say to someone that's beginning their journey. I love how you took
Amazing
it in a
start.
positive way because I know
Okay.
like most of the. So hello, sir. Welcome to the session, and I'm looking forward to a wonderful conversation, which I know we will have for sure. So obviously, the audience already know you, but if still, if you would like to give a brief introduction of yourself, it would be great.
First of all, thank you, ma'am, for inviting me in your channel. It's my pleasure to have this conversation with you. And secondly, yes, I would be more than happy to introduce myself. Well, my name is Shiv, and I born and raised in Uttarakhand. By profession, I'm a government employee. As far as my academic qualification concerned, I'm done with my master in English, master in commerce, and this year I'm pursuing my master in economics. In addition to this, I do assist people like beginners and intimate speakers through different online applications and my own WhatsApp group where I take my sessions. And I run my own small YouTube channel based on English where I upload spoken English content at the same time some one-on-one conversational videos as we are having right now. So that's all from my behalf.
So that's a wonderful introduction, and like you mentioned, you hold multiple master's degrees and you're still pursuing another one. What made you motivated to pursue these master's degrees?
Well, frankly speaking, ma'am, there's no specific reason, but one thing that motivated me to pursue my academic credential, that is, I personally believe that life is all about to move on. You should not be stuck at one place. Okay, fine. You have completed your academics. Now you got a job. That's good for you. But again, it doesn't mean that you have to stop there only. You have to just freeze at one place. I believe even the place where you are right now at present, you can do better than that. You have to ensure your growth, expansion, and you have to explore yourself as much as possible. How can you do it? So it's only possible when the things that you have planned, just be on it. I know sometimes it's difficult to manage, but I feel that the more you would connect yourself with study, with academics, the better you can gain knowledge out of it. And that's what I want. So that made me to continue my academics. Yes.
Okay, so if you were to describe all these three master's degrees of yours in one word each, how would you describe them?
Well, it's quite difficult question for me, but I cannot describe it, but I can say that yes, yeah, like masters only. I don't have any particular answer for this.
All right, I get it. Okay, is there any particular degree that you enjoyed maybe more than another one?
Yes. Master in English, I have enjoyed a lot as compared to Master in Commerce in the same degree which I'm pursuing this year, that is Master in Economics. And that was the reason that I started my journey to learn this language. And still I'm learning.
Okay. So, yeah, there are a lot of crucial parts when it comes to a language. For example, grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, accent, lot of things. Which one do you personally enjoy teaching more, maybe, or like studying more? Although I know they are all equally important, but any one of them that you would particularly pick if you were given an option?
Well, I love to learn at the same time teach vocabulary because I do consider myself as a logophile and I've learned around more than 20,000 vocabulary. These days, I'm trying to hold myself in order to use these lexicons because I know very well there are so many people they would not comprehend it what I'm speaking, what I'm saying, and they might get perplexed and bemused. So that's why I'm trying myself to become more fathomable so that people can understand what I'm speaking. But yes, vocabulary, I love it.
Okay. Well, I'm really grateful then that we have connected because I kind of feel like I could improve my vocabulary personally. So, how do you suggest? Because what I do is that I would read some like some new words. I would try to introduce them in my daily life conversation. I would read their meaning and then I would just move on with my life. And then I completely forgot about the meaning of those words, and then I'm never able to introduce them in my daily conversation. So, do you have any solution for that?
Yeah, I do. Well, I would personally suggest you to follow one master rule, which I have been following since I started my journey to learn this language, and that is power of replacement, or you can say power of substitution or alternative, right? All are same. What does that mean? It simply means, for example, today you're learning a vocab. Okay, for important, you have learned five and six synonyms that vital, crucial, mandatory, compulsory, significant, paramount, prime, indispensable, imperative, and then unavoidable, critical, and there are so many, right? So what you have to do, you have to replace your vocabulary every single day till you think, okay, now I'm accustomed to use this vocab, and whenever I want, I can use this vocab very easily, then move on to the next synonym of it. I do the same. For example, if you are saying, today I'm very curious to have this conversation. So in spite of saying curious, you can go for inquisitive, that I'm very inquisitive. Then when you think like now I have learned this word inquisitive, right? Forget about curiosity or curious because you have already learned it. Now it's in your brain, right? Now you have to start using inquisitive. Once you are done with this inquisitive as well, then shift to the next. For example, then you can say, today I'm very keen in order to have this conversation, right? And likewise, you have to move on. What will happen in this way, you would start, boosting your vocab power. Make sure that whenever you are learning vocabulary, no matter how you are learning, from dictionary, from by reading something, by watching videos, you have to incorporate those vocabs in your day-to-day spoken English. Then only you can remember it. Because the rule is very simple. And what is the rule? Use it, otherwise you are going to lose it. Better than lose, try to use. That's it. And there
I
are
love
so
it. I feel like,
many basic ones.
yes, this could be quoted somewhere. Like maybe I could stick it on my wall. I really love that quote that you mentioned. Is it something I'm hearing it for the first time actually? Is it like a common phrase that is used? Because I have not heard about this one. Is that something
Uh,
you particularly like you personally made?
I'm the one who has coined this. It's like Sashi Tharu coined his own vocabulary, and no one can challenge him for that.
Right.
So I personally quoted it. And one more thing I have quoted that is like, try, never cry. Then
Hmm.
only you can fly. So this is something that I love to, like, when I'm speaking to people and I think like I have to speak a bit different, something that they can remember in order to like make a good impression on it, right? So that's how I use all these quotation.
So, obviously you started your English channel. It's doing amazing. But what was the reason behind it? You felt like you want to start an English channel. And one thing I would like to mention is that how I've noticed in your videos that you mentioned like you are teaching English for free, like absolutely for free. In your description as well and in your videos as well. I've seen this thing, which I totally love. So would you like to share your YouTube journey with us?
So I love to share my YouTube journey with you. Well, first thing, let me tell you, there are three reasons behind starting my YouTube channel. First is I want to improve myself. You know very well, no matter how good you are in anything, there is always and always room for improvement. That's what I feel. Because learning itself is a never-ending process. It is a continuous process. So I want to improve myself, and especially in terms of grammar. And that's a secret. But yes, well, I haven't learned grammar in my entire life, not a single word. And I took English as a language, not subject. I haven't learned it in an academic way. So somewhere I do make a lot of mistakes when it comes to grammar, but that's totally fine. If it's I'm understandable, that's fine. But I want to improve it. That's the first reason. Second, the same that criticism, the guy who has insulted me, I felt that that day I was a beginner and he insulted me so badly. I don't want anyone to face the same humiliation in his life. And that's why I thought of to upload videos in my YouTube channel where I would mention all those steps, all those, tips and tricks which I have followed in order to grow my spoken English. So that's the second reason. The last reason is evaluation. Evaluation simply means if you really want to improve in something, what do you have to do? You have to examine yourself. You have to assess yourself. And there should be some benchmark and criteria for that assessment. Once you upload your video, and then you have that golden opportunity that you can watch your video and you can observe how many mistakes you have committed so far, so that in the future you're not going to repeat the same mistake, right? In mobile, you cannot like keep all these videos for a long period of time, right? But in YouTube, you do have this facility that you can store your data over there. You can store your memories, like look at yourself. That was your first day, the way you spoke. Now look at yourself. This is your present video, which you have uploaded just now. Now see the differences. And it gives you an calculation. Are you improving? Are you in progress? Are you on track or not? So these are some reasons. Coming back to your second question, free of classes, I would say I feel that once you start teaching others, so you are not only teaching them, somewhere you are educating yourself. And for example, I have learned 10 vocabularies. Okay. Now I started my own session. They're on Ace or in my WhatsApp group or any, I do have like plenty of application where I take my free of session. So I learned 10 vocab. Now I'm sharing these vocabulary with others along with synonyms, along with some example. Then I'm just asking them to do some exercises, for example, story narration, one word speaking challenge, and there are some other exercises, right? So in that way, they can retain this vocabulary for sustainable, for a long period of time, right? So in this way, what I'm doing, first, I'm just helping them with their vocabulary. At the same time, I'm just doing my revision so that I would remember these vocab for a long period of time. And that's the reason I think I could use like many advanced vocab, but I'm not using because of some reason. But I think I can use anytime, right? So this is the reason behind like I started teaching free of cost. And I am not a professional English teacher. I'm not a certified English trainer. I'm just an official English trainer, which means I'm teaching English unofficially. Like whatever I have learned, I have been sharing with others. That's all.
Question. Do you believe that money can buy happiness?
Yes, I do.
Okay, why is that so?
Because I think everything is myth in this world, frankly speaking. We have been making this disclaimer that yeah, this is like he is my brother, she is my sister, she is my mother, he is my father. But I have seen in my real life that if you have money, it means you have honey. People, and especially your relatives, your friends, anyone who is closer to you, will stay with you till you have that money. Once you lose money, you lose everything. Even in family as well, just look at the example. Um, Before marriage, like there are two brothers and they both love each other. They are ready to do everything for each other. But after marriage, what matters? Just because of that money, like he's not giving a good amount of money to home, like no, for domestic expenditures or like that. Then the elder brother is saying like you are not paying money. Now this is what you have to buy. These kind of issues. Why? Just because of money, right? And I feel money can buy blood relations as well. Frankly, this is what I have experienced in my real life. So that's what I'm telling you. That here, money has a very supreme power. If you have money, I'm telling you, you are the queen of your own kingdom. Whatever you think, whatever you can imagine, whatever you dream, everything will come true. Everything will come to you. You just need to have money. And that's why everyone is just running behind money.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, thank you so much, sir, for sticking to the practical part because I ask this question to so many people and they're always like, no, well, money cannot buy happiness. And yes, obviously, it's a 50-50 thing, but yes, I do agree with you. Money can buy happiness, and I'm not talking about the luxurious things, but yes, like you mentioned, the real life scenarios that take place every single day. Yes, money can buy happiness. For sure, I agree with you. Now, the last question that I would like to ask you is there are a lot of people out there trying to learn this English language, but there are a few parts where they are getting stuck. Maybe they're not feeling motivated anymore because they are getting stuck. Is there any one particular advice you would like to give them for this?
Well, I would say don't trust on motivation, any motivation, because motivation is nothing but just a temptation. Don't become greedy for motivation. Don't wait for anyone else that he or she would come from outside and he or she is going to motivate you, and that's how you are going to start your journey and that's how you're going to improve yourself. No. If you really want to believe on something, I want everyone to believe on yourself. I want you to just listen to your inner voice. Motivation should not come from outside by watching any video, by watching any motivational speaker. No, it should come from your inside. Because external motivation would be very short period of time, whereas your internal motivation stay with you for permanent, for a long period of time. Trust on yourself, believe on yourself, be optimistic, be positive, try to find the best approach and best pattern for yourself. I want everyone to just believe on your imagination and visualization. The power of compound, the power of knowledge will definitely gonna shift you from here to there, right? So avoid procrastination and just find one powerful reason for yourself in order to learn anything in your life, not only English, but anything. That's how you can become the best version of yourself and you can create a masterpiece for yourself for your rest of the life. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, sir, for sharing your knowledge and wisdom over these topics because we have touched some crucial topics and I'm sure that it's going to be very beneficial for the audience. And thank you so much, sir, for coming in. And I hope to collaborate with you sometime again soon where we can touch some more crucial topics that are really going to be helpful for the audience in the long run. So thank you so much, sir, for coming in. I'm truly grateful, truly honored. Thank you so much.
Pleasure is all mine, and I'm feeling so thrilled that I got a chance to connect with you. And it was really a very, you can say, marvelous and fabulous session with you, which I have enjoyed a lot. So thank you for inviting. And yes, keep shining and keep enlightening us with your vast knowledge and experience as you have been doing since you started your own journey, you started your YouTube channel. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Have a good day ahead.
Yeah, bye bye, dear.